Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts. In this series of videos I'll be looking at the Judge Dredd case files in order and picking out the most prominent and important stories, as well as noting some artists and writers that actually appear in these books. Okay, so here we are with volume 9 of the complete case files. This is another one. It leads into some kind of continuity based stories that are going to be in future volumes. Start off with Midnight Surfer, Cam Kennedy artwork, which has got a story about Chopper, the guy from Un-American Graffiti, way back in volume 2, 3, and he's sky surfing, and basically he's basically training to go to Super Surf, which is a competition between sky surfers. The best part in this is where basically the first kind of issue is in just doing his practice run, which again it's always nice to see citizens and stuff look kind of just like regular life of Mega City, because it kind of just does a bit more world building. Dredd basically goes there and kind of questions the guy and kind of says, oh yeah, what's up? He says, oh no, I've done all my time. I'm just kind of helping out the kids and making sure they're safe and all this kind of stuff. And you think, oh, that's weird. Dredd's got a lie detector. He goes, yeah, I know he was lying straight away. I didn't even need the lie detector. And you think, you've got some, you know what you're doing, Dredd. You figured him out at the start, so they kind of monitor him for that all that time afterwards. So Super Surf 7 is basically a race throughout Mega City 1. They kind of get a track that kind of goes across all these various kind of dangerous parts of the city, which again, world building, love it. Love it, look. And this goes on for quite a time. There's quite a lot of competitors kind of get explode and go out and all this kind of stuff as well. And that's a decent story. And that becomes quite important later on when we get to Oz and the like later on, which is very cool. Then we've got Nosferatu, which is about a blood-sucking spider thing. Ron Smith artwork, not too bad. Which I think goes on for a couple of issues, unless I'm mistaken. Yep, Nosferatu. Again, this should be in colour. Unfortunately, it's in grayscale, but it's not terribly bad in this. I can forgive that. Later on, obviously, we're going to get colour issues, so that's good. More colour, more Nosferatu. West Side Rumble. Now, I don't know if this is one of the first issues I remember of Cliff Robinson coming along. I think there might be one or two in the previous volume. This guy's detailing is amazing. I really am a fan of Cliff Robinson. I think he's a very good artist, and his Dredd stuff was always good. And he does a lot of stuff in this and a lot of stuff in later volumes and all. So this is very cool. And then we are back to Cam Kennedy again, which again is another decent thing. And that shot there with him being shot through the head, I swear to God that is in the Judge Dredd role-playing game from Games Workshop. So we're still in the kind of era where you think it's. I always think these are quite late, and they're not. They're still with it before the game came out, and the game was early, but early by looks of it. All right, Stump's back to Cam Kennedy again. Esquerra, which you can't beat a bit of Esquerra. Esquerra is fantastic. And then we get to the magnificent section with some Cam Kennedy artwork with the two-tone Tony Tubbs, the fatties, which is very good. Kennedy's Dredd's decent as well. Then we get Mego Man, the superhero. Cliff Robinson, not Cliff Robinson, sorry, Ron Smith artwork. Not bad. They did Gardo Ped, and I actually thought that this was the same thing. Now, this is the interesting one. Death of a Politician. Okay. First of all, this, unless I'm mistaken, is Steve Dillon artwork. It looks like Steve Dillon in that corner there. This is Dave the Orangutan, who's going to be Mayor of Mega City 1. I thought this went on for ages, because there is a Dave the Politician t-shirt. Apparently it's one issue. I thought it was like a 3 or 4 issue storyline, but apparently it's one issue, job done. Ian Gibson artwork for Love Story, which the man who, the woman who loved Judge Dredd. Pretty good. Gibson's always good. Lemon Syndrome, about a load of people just start dropping off of top of buildings. What are we this one? I think this is Cliff Robinson again, or is this isn't Holland, is it? No, that's Cliff Robinson, surely. That's Cliff Robinson. So yeah, again, look at the detail on Cliff Robinson. Love it. The ugly bug ball. So yeah, so it's the uglies that had the face changed operations to kind of look as hideous as possible. Just the artwork is great. I get the impression this might be in colour. I can vaguely remember this being in colour, and whether that's just from a reprint or not, I don't know. Because a lot of this stuff, when we get into the Cliff Robinson stuff, especially in later issues, that was definitely coloured in the actual 2000 AD itself. They had the Block Wars, so we're kind of revisiting Block Wars from way back, which again kind of seems that it's still a persistent problem even after the East Meg stuff has kind of dwindled away. The Lurker, which is quite good. It's for the ending. Merry Christmas, Christmas Angel again. Steve Dillon artwork, love it, fantastic. Judge Dredd is just one of the best. Mean Machine Angel, love it. They didn't kill him again this one, so that's good news. Now, this is kind of like one of the bigger stories here. This is the Warlord with the basically giant samurai kind of show up later on, which is very, very cool. So there's basically a group that are trying to take kind of destroy Mega City 1. They have the 7 samurai, which are these giant, massive samurai, about 15 feet, 20 feet tall, that come out the ground. We have Judge Omar here, which is the head of Side Division. I remember these issues very, very much because these were just cool. I don't remember I don't think this is the first appearance of the Mounted Patrol tank, but that is the iconic version of the Mounted Patrol tank, in my opinion. So yeah, the Warlord goes on for quite a while, and the only way you can destroy it is basically Judge Omer goes into this Sonic Ultra amplifier machine and basically kills the Omar as head of Side Division, which leads to Magruder leaving. Again, I remember Magruder being Chief Judge for like every single issue that I remember reading through, and I think it's like 2 volumes, 3 volumes, End of the Apocalypse War, 3 volumes since he actually becomes Chief Judge. John Higgins next. Again, John Higgins, love John Higgins artwork, fantastic detailing, brilliant. And again, sneaky suspicion this might have been in colour as well, but they've done a good job to kind of get it back to black and white. Then we have the Long Walk with Magruder going out into the Cursed Earth. Cliff Robinson artwork. Secret Diary of Adrian Cockroach, Cam Kennedy, pretty decent, about a cockroach that apparently has some sentience. Last Voyage of Flying Dutchman, which is, oh hello, who's this by? Oh, Brian Talbot. Okay, so Brian Talbot, one of my favourite artists. I can now I've turned the 2 pages on, I can actually realise it's Brian Talbot. Fantastic. Talbot's great. If you've never read Luther Arkwright, I suggest reading it. It's brilliant. Is Nemesis the Warlock Book 5, my favourite Nemesis the Warlock series of those. Letter from a Democrat, more John Higgins, which again, seem to remember it's being colour, might not have been, don't know. Cam Kennedy again. Kennedy's good. I mean, if there's one thing Cam Kennedy does well, it's punk hairstyles. He's always got interesting hairstyles to all these guys. Then we've got this one, which is, I don't think this has actually got a name. I think this is just a Dredd story. It's basically about a judge that falls in love with a citizen and is compromised, which is a good story as well. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Looks like he's changed his helmet design. Doesn't look, the helmet design doesn't look quite right. It should be angled more, but I don't remember drawing it like in the past. Gribblings, okay. Barry Kitson, another absolutely spectacular artist. Barry Kitson stuff, love it. This is about little gremlin type dudes that are hyper intelligent and escape from Now this, okay, obviously was colour. Escape from their little research labs. And I think this is very, very early Kitson. Very, very early Kitson. Big Sleep, Cam Kennedy again. Okay, that stuff looks like VC's kind of designs. This is always good as well. Cam Kennedy, brilliant stuff. It Pays to Be Mental, Ian Gibson. Some of these story titles, I mean, they're memorable. I know when I go through the listings in the 2080 website and just kind of like go, okay, what's in this volume? I can pretty much remember what the story is just by the with the titles, because the titles are so well thought out. Okay, more Ian Gibson. Cliff Robinson again. This is a good one. This is about some kind of like artificial intelligent kind of bio droids that have been created to experiment on with disease and stuff like that. And this guy basically decides to burn them all down because he thinks they started to gain sentience. That's a good story. We have, this looks like Higgins again with the not Nuclear Man, but basically I think he's got like a thing that's going to cause him to explode. Okay, Rise of the Storm. Okay, Brendan McCarthy, unless I'm mistaken. Yes. Now, Brendan McCarthy, I love Brendan McCarthy's artwork. It's again, it's really chunky. There's something to it that just makes it. There's lots of dark kind of deep blacks in it and kind of darkness to it. But the actual panel layout's fantastic as well. You know, it's the guy knows how to tell a story. It's very, very good. And I think there's a lot of Brendan McCarthy stuff coming up as well, which is good. More Rise of the Storm, more Brendan McCarthy. I mean, look at that. That's just brilliant. Okay, we have that is interesting. Okay, so we've got a crossover panel here. It's actually got the split down the middle. Interesting. And that's where it ends, this issue. So then we've got covers. Now this is interesting because Mission Space Omega City 1, I don't remember that actually being the story in this book. I can't remember ever seeing any planes in it. So when I was looking for this first time, I was thinking, I don't remember that. So we've got the Marlon Shakespeare issues. That one I remember definite having that issue. The Seven Samurai, definitely remember that one. Another Cliff Robinson Dredd. That is a Brett Ewins Dredd, I remember as well. Yeah, there you go. So that's volume 9. So yeah, all in all, again, it's apart from probably the most impactful stories in this one are Midnight Surfer, because it leads into stuff later on, very important stuff later on with Oz, and the Seven Samurai because of the destruction of Judge Omar using the amplifier and the resignation of Magruder. So yeah, they're kind of like the key plot points in this kind of era. But everything in here is pretty decent. There's a lot of good stuff in this one. Volume 10 is equally good. I will get to that at some point as well. I'm looking forward to getting to later volumes as well because I've got some particular favourites in there. Although there is some issues I do have with some of the later volumes, especially if it starts going colour. But we'll talk about that when we get to it. But yeah, that's it. That's it for Case Files number 9. So yeah, if you are interested in hearing me ramble about more Case Files, please like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you on another video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.